Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Herman Electro. For you, it's just been a couple days as usual, but for me, it's been about 3 weeks since I played this game. I'd gotten very far ahead in recording, and was doing some things on Twitch and whatnot in order to take a break. But as a result, I expect I might be a bit rusty. I'm playing as Natasha, because she's the character that I usually do the best with, and so I imagine that'll make it easiest to shake off the rust. But yeah, let's try to get back into this and see if we can unlock some of the last of the super tools, because that would make me feel good. So I started off with a gun and a flame and a plank. And right here at the beginning, I guess there's going to be a guy who I could let out, and then he'd be able to set these up for me. And if I keep this down, this will stay down so I can continue walking across. But then I would need one plank at the end. However, if I just had a saw at some point, I would be able to do that room a whole lot more easily. So I'm going to come back and see if that might happen. And this guy, since this is a toggle, it seems like I could turn it on and then not have to spend anything, right? And if I'm wrong, this is a great time to take a risk. It's right at the beginning. But yeah, that works just fine. Great. It's a free plank for me. And safety mode comes back on as I exit the room, since I have that setting. And so over here, this guy's going to be able to chase us around. If I walk around this way, he might get stuck in here. But then when I press this to go through this way, then he'd get unstuck. And so, and there's not an easy way for me to retoggle it. However, I've learned that if I catch a guard in the doorway, but I don't see a way to catch him in the doorway because he's just going to stay with me, right? However, I could catch him in one of the pits if I'm clever, maybe? How would I do that? Because if I walk all the way over here and he's walking with me when I'm standing on the pit, then walking back over here, he's just going to be 2 squares behind me. And I'm not sure how to make him get 1 square behind me. Unless... No, I think this would work. Okay. So here's the idea, which is he'll be chasing after me, and then we can leave the pits down and have him chasing after me in a different direction. So I think if I do this and this, then I need him to go here, so he starts chasing after me. Those pits can go back up and down, that's fine. Now he's trapped inside here, and the pits are down. And I can't remember if he's trapped inside there, if he's able to chase me. Oh, well, he stepped back over that, so the answer is yes, and now he's in a pit. Great. So now that he's in the pit, I can bring these doors down, I can put that up, and I can grab this. All right. And we got it, once again, without spending any resources. This one, I could spend 1 plank and just walk all the way around. And that's fine with me. So we'll step over the covered pits, and then cover one of the uncovered covered pits. But it does look like I need to do this room in the north that I was hoping I might be able to skip. And yeah, I'd be willing to spend a plank on it. And I think that's all I need to do, because these are hold down pressure plates. And so he's going, oh, except I'm not standing in the right spot. Now I am. Okay, so I can do safety mode off. He'll toggle these for me. Nothing's toggling that. He's going to toggle this for me, but then I need to use a plank here because this is about to go back down. And then I can get my tools. And safety mode is still off. So I'll be okay here. And I'll also be okay here. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And it's a heart. Why is it a heart? Is there something inside there that I want? What? I think I'm happy just to move on. So let's see. We could get more guns at the expense of other resources. But I'll just remember that we can come back for them if we need them. So let's head downstairs and see what the next floor has in store. Oh boy, what are we looking at here? Possible things that can open all kinds of possible things, but at the end of the day, these guys are trapped inside. There's nothing obvious to kill them, unless like there's a battering ram inside here that somehow is going to open up somewhere. And yeah, trapped inside there with them is that. And I don't see anything that could open, so other than being kind of a black box of wires, doesn't seem worth it to try to fool around with all these buttons and things, as far as I can tell. So that does not seem like a very appealing room to do, because it doesn't seem like there's any way I can reason through something interesting. This one, just to remind you what happens here. Okay, so there's a guy in here. He's going to try to turn these on as I walk over those. But if I could hold him here, or put a brick there, I could hold this up, or I could obviously gun saw my way in there. All right, let's just lock him back in there. That one's also not super appealing, but more appealing than the top one. And finally this. I know I can have the doors come up and kill some of these guys that way. And then would I be able to kill the rest? They might kill me if they're chasing me. So I stand on this, both these doors come down, these guys start chasing me. I start walking back here. I kill some of them who are lagging behind me. But then there'll still be others who are chasing me, who are going to be possibly just a couple squares behind, and so I think they'd be able to chase me around the whole thing. This one doesn't look super great. Obviously I could spend my flame and just get this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's burn all that down and get another gun. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better about just using a gun saw on this one. So I'm going to do this. Kablam. And there. And it looks like we found a bonus room. And so I can easily get one of these. Getting the other one would be difficult. And I still don't know, I'm not sure if I know the name of these blocks. They're kind of like yellow concrete or whatever. But I can do this, and then push this over here, and then, sure, why not over here too? And make a bunch of noise and get fleeting memory. Copy the last tool you used. Alright, which is currently a saw, which is actually quite valuable right at the... No, because I'd have to use the gun before the saw. I've made that mistake before. But I do have a saw. Alright. And we have one bonus super tool. But it does look like I need to solve this. And so how am I going to solve this? Right now, the only place I see to kill the guards is in this pit. And the pit is basically going to stay... Oh, no, that's not true. There's also this thing. So if I could get them to... I see. If I could have all these things on or off, then I'd be able to walk over the pit, and then they'd turn it back off when they come back through and turn on the pit. Or, somewhat equivalently, if I could get them chasing me... Actually, even if I could get them chasing me like down here through here, so long as they weren't 2 squares away from me, I could walk over here, and then someone would chase me here and turn this on, and then I'd walk through and kill him. I think. So if I could have them far enough behind me, that's a distinct possibility of a way to kill him. So, and I can throw bricks from a few squares away. So where exactly would I want to throw it, though? That's the problem. I guess from here, if I threw a brick into here, these guys would be a few squares behind me chasing me. I could walk them all the way around here, except one of them might get caught behind. No, I think they both would follow. Walk them all the way around here, walk them all the way over here, walk up to here. But I'd want to have this on already. Or would I want to walk them this way and then turn it on behind me? I think that's actually better. Yeah, okay, I think I have a plan. So let's see if I can execute the plan. So come chase me this way. Come chase me this way. Come chase me down here. Follow me this way. Is there any chance you're going to go left? I want to make sure you go up. Okay, you did go up. And I think the other guy will make the same choice. He better. If I go right, you'll still be 2 squares behind me. So actually, I'm going to go right just to ensure it. And then I can kill you and kill you. Great. Okay, so they're both dead. All I spent was my brick. And I got 2 rooms open. Let's try the north one. This seems like a giant mess. So let's see. If you turn this on, you'll unlock this, which will give the possibility of unlocking some other things. Let's imagine that there's going to be... Well, it's not exactly symmetrical. For now... Okay, something happened and these just went down. Explain yourself, game. There's a toggle switch right here where power is flowing through. So if I walk you back to the north, now the problem is there's also a toggle switch on this guy. And then if I walk back to the south, they're going to be toggling all these things. Oh boy. Okay, so you like to hold down these... No, it's not that you like to hold down these 3. You're holding down this 1, clearly. You're holding down these 2. And if I go to the north, you're going to let go of that. And if I go back to the south, you're going to turn it on, and then you're going to, like, toggle. Oh, boy. Okay, but I think this is a pattern that I can manage, which is basically if I go north, all of them except the top one are going to open for me. And then as I walk back to the south, yeah, it'll be safe. So I think I only have to use 1 plank on the north one. So these are going to stay down based on the pattern we have witnessed. I'll use 1 plank. I'll get this, and then this is going to come back down, and that's all going to be safe. Great. All right. Didn't need to solve that room, as it turns out. But that works out just fine. And then over here, I've got covered pits. Once I open this, this guy's going to be chasing me from the other side. Or vice versa. And so, my only means of escape... Yes, I could just use a plank. I've got plenty of planks right now. So I'll do this. He starts coming at me. He's going to open the other covered pit. I will use this, and he won't... Oh! I forgot about this guy. Crap. And he just walked over that plank, too. Okay. I can still just race this guy to the exit, though. So I'll just race this guy to the exit, even though it's very uncomfortable. Didn't occur to me the other guy was gonna, the first guy was gonna let the second guy out. Not sure why. Obviously I can gun saw my way through here. I need to remember that fleeting memory exists because I've already forgotten about it. When I definitely need to use something that's gonna use that thing, I should just go ahead and use it to save myself a resource. So other possibility is what? I could use a sponge. Don't have a water bucket to connect this. Yeah, I'm just going to do the gun saw thing. Natasha has good guns, and I like to use them. So we'll do that, and then we'll once again look around and see what's easy. How many guns could I get with, for example, one wire cutter? Would turn off this. And, oh no, it would not turn off this because there's power coming from this side as well. I could saw that. Also, what's over here to my left? Before we think about all of this, this might change the calculus. Need water buckets. Ooh, that's a bomb. I like those. And possibly another fleeting memory. Alright, I would like to have at least one gun, and currently I have a fleeting memory. So I'm going to saw through this wall in order to get a gun. And we'll carry that downstairs, and if we need to come back up for some more guns at some point, hopefully we'll be able to work it out. Alright. But for the moment, let's take a look at what we got over here. We got a battering ram. If I were to place something to hold something down here, I could use the battering ram over here on probably this one, so that I could push it here and then put something to step on this. Or no, I want to push it. Ooh. How to get the battering ram to sit down on this thing? Because that would be the most valuable place for it. But there's not an easy way without using another tool. So a brick and a saw, I could push the battering ram here, saw through this, push the battering ram down on top of this, and then walk over here. So that looks like it's going to cost me at least 2 resources. Also, one of the resources I don't currently have. And then over here, if I step on this, saw my way out, saw my way out. Is there a way to do this with fewer than 2 saws? I do have 2 saws, so I could solve this one. Couldn't sponge any of this up because I need the power conducted. I don't have a water bucket to like place here to conduct my own power. And I don't have enough planks to get across this otherwise. So yeah, right now I see a way to solve it with 2 saws, so we're going to solve it with 2 saws. So we go in here, very gently, avoid the electrified bits of water, and come over here, and pick up our tools. 2 planks. Alright, I got a gazillion planks, in which case I could just put a plank down here, use the battering ram, and actually the battering ram could fall in a hole, so I could push the battering ram through this onto here. Well, I'd only need 1 plank regardless. The battering ram is not going to save me the 1 plank. And I presume a battering ram can go over a plank. I guess we're about to find out. Kind of makes sense that it would, since I just saw a guard walk over one that was covering a hole. Yeah. Alright. So I'm just going to, oops, batter my way through, accidentally go too far, and grab this. We got another plank. So we lost a little bit of resources there, but we gained access to another room. Presumably there is both a guard and a thingy in there. I don't see... If I could get the guard to chase me from enough blocks away, then I might be able to shut him in the door. I have to get it exactly right. So he's going to move onto the square, and then I need to move the door up. And if I get it wrong, I do have a gun as a backup. This one is going to stay open forever. Oh, this one's going to close this one forever. Oops, I'm reading it the wrong way. I was thinking this one was attached to the left door. So I would be trapped in here and I would need like a saw to get out or something. Okay, I can't do that room right now, so far as I can tell. Ooh. Well, I chop this wire, that turns everything off, and then all I need is a plank. Okay, that's straightforward. And it's finally a chance to really put our wire cutter to use. This is a metal wall. Just did not read that the first time. Okay, now I've got a huge problem. Because now I'm out of resources, so... yeah, that's pretty bad. Once I step on... oh, I can just not step on this. So if I step on this, I let the guy out. What if there's two guys? There could be two guys in there. But maybe I could shut him in the door. Yeah, maybe I can shut him in the door, actually. I didn't think this through very carefully. So if I do this... there we go. I shut him in the door. I'm not able to shut him in the door because the door closes before he gets shut in. All right. And so in the worst case, I can shoot him. And in the best case, I can give him the jukes. So let's see if I can give him the jukes. I think I can, actually. Maybe. Can't give him the jukes in there, but here, he's still going to chase me around. And he's always going to be the same distance away. And if I go in here, I can't rejuke him, so I think this guy is getting a bullet. Or, I learned a thing about planks. Yeah, okay, so planks. Block animal movement, which means block these guys' movement. So I think I can do this. Will this work the way I want it to? I think it will, so I'm going to try it. If I put a plank here, I don't think he'll be able to go that way. Yeah, he's stuck up there now. And now I can do this. Unfortunately, the door opened behind, so I need to give him the jukes again. And is there any chance... I just got water buckets. Is there any chance... yeah, water bucket would solve the room that I left behind. So while we're still on the south edge of him, let's go back to this room and use a water bucket to destroy this power source. And then I can use a plank to finish off the room. All right, plank. And we got two wire cutters and we go a different direction. All right, so if we need to run around that guy, we can do it once, but let's make sure we solve everything on the south edge first. I need to explode or gunsaw my way in here, but I need to do it using action at a distance. I understand the concept, which is I'm going to put down a water bucket. And so the danger is that all of the trapdoors are going to go down. So this is the most important power source because it's directly powering the trapdoors. There's enough trapdoors around. If I push this to the... if I push this to the north... oh no, I think the trapdoors can conduct electrical power as well. I can safely push it one to the south. I can push it one to the south, use a wire cutter here, and then a bucket of water, which would conduct the power to blow this up. And then it would blow up these 9 squares, and that would be okay. Yeah, there might be a better way to do this, but this is the one way I see that I am fairly certain will work, based on what I remember about all these things. So a water bucket would just put out the wires, so I need to destroy that first. Then a water bucket can be conductive, it blows that thing up. And I can go get my tools as a result, and I do need to go back to the north, but now I have a saw and a wire cutter. So let's be careful when we enter this room to make sure we're in a spot to continue giving this guy the juke. So if I want to get to the north, I need to get him chasing me this way. Oh, there we go. And now he's stuck in there. Okay, great. And so if I step on this, door shuts behind me. This stays down, but then this door opens or closes here. And then I could toggle this again, and the doors would go down, and I could use my 2 planks. I could also use 2 wire cutters to get this door down. Yeah, and then toggle it the other way. 2 planks or 2 wire cutters. I think I'm going to use the 2 planks in the absence of other information. So basically from here, I can just plank, plank, do this, and then walk out. So that's what I've chosen to do. And it appears that we have something we could spend scrap on, a key. I don't think I've ever had that thing before, and I want it, even if it's going to cost me resources. So I'm going to go get it. You've unlocked key. Unlock doors of your current room. Unlock the door. Oh, I think it means these doors. So it's basically like skip a room that you don't want to spend resources on. I could be wrong, but that seems pretty plausible since it said unlock and not like the electrified doors that open and shut based on electricity. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, wow. And this just opened 4 doors. So we have lots of possibilities. Unfortunately, you never know which doors are going to open unless you have a map. So, not sure how I feel about that. Okay, looking at this room. What do I got? If this is held down, we have goods and bads. It's hard to hold that down. Over here, what do I got? I'm not sure I've seen this room before. We have wires that can't be cut going to here. So we'd have to destroy the power source or cut a wire down here. I see, and here's a trapdoor which is going to be used to kill all of these guys. So I might need to power that trapdoor by putting a water bucket here. But then I also need to destroy the power source because I need to open this up. So I need another water bucket, it feels like, because I could water bucket to destroy the power source. But that would send everybody out and also get rid of my 1 spot for killing them. Yeah, and this is definitely the 1 spot for killing them. Okay, so I'm going to want a second water bucket there. Is the reed I have on that room. This room, if this gets permanently turned on, well, right now I could just solve this with 2 planks. I don't have 2 planks. If I step on here, well, yeah, once all that's permanently turned on, Is there a good way to do this room? Is there a way to leave the power off and have me walk through here? I don't know that there is. Okay, I don't love that room either, so we only have 1 choice left. What do we have over here? I don't see any guards, right? So this is just me walking around and trying to toggle things appropriately. Alright, seems good. Right now I only have 1 obvious toggle switch available. It does this, which turns on 1/2 of what I want to do. In order to get the other half, looks like destroying this power source would do it. Is that true? No, because there's metal walls here, and so destroying the power source with a water bucket would just turn it into an electrified water bucket and not solve my problem. So I could also use wire cutters. So I could put the water bucket here, destroy the power source. That'll turn the knot on. That'll get power flowing through here. And then into here, and then into here. Yeah, so I think it would be wire cutter and water buckets. That's the best thing I see, and at least it's a puzzle that I could solve. Oh dear. I thought this was flowing through this way. It's not. I just completely messed it up. I think we're sunk now. I thought the power was flowing this way. I'm a dummy. So a single water bucket would have done it, I think. Well, I might have just ruined all of our chances. So I think it's time to use the key and hope that we get lucky somewhere. So let's use it here. None of these doors unlock. Well, crap. Well, that's what happens when you're a little bit rusty. Is there any way I can do something clever on one of these levels? Like with my one water bucket here, can't cut any of these wires. So I definitely need to destroy this power source, but then I'm going to have a million guards and no way to kill them. Yeah, I would definitely need another water bucket. And this one, I need some planks. It's easy enough for the guard to kill himself. But I only have 2 wire cutters, and I would need more. Yeah, I think I'm just stuck. Alright, well, you can't win them all. Wait a minute. I could gun saw my way in here, and there's guns upstairs. So I need to hold on to a saw, but I could, for example, spend this to mop this up, get a gun, head back downstairs, and then gun saw this guy. And the miracle of Natasha, if she can still be alive. Okay, I got more wire cutters. That might be enough wire cutters now. Or I've got my 2 buckets. I can solve that room. Yeah, actually, let's do this room now. Okay, so a bucket of water here keeps this powered, which keeps the NOT gate unpowering this. Then a bucket of water here opens all the doors. And then I just do a little bit of this dance until these idiots all fall in the same hole. And I get 2 saws. And saws could work with guns. Perhaps in some other spots. Gun saw's not going to help me here. It would help me here. So let's go get another gun. Although I know that room's not going to help me. Hold on. That room doesn't have exits. It's the north room that has exits. So let's go take a look at the north room. No, it's the south room that has exits. Oh, darn it. So I'm going to have to solve this room. So I need planks is the thing I really need. Maybe I'd get planks out of that room. Okay, so let's go get another gun. Somewhere upstairs, hopefully. Yeah, I can totally use another sponge to get a gun. And then I can gun saw the left room and hope that it gives me planks to solve the south room. And so maybe I can rescue myself from myself. I got a saw and a water bucket. Water buckets could also, I didn't think about that, put out some of the wires. but they'd keep conducting and be electrified, so that actually wouldn't help. So yeah, now I want to use a key in this room, because it's probably going to open doors to the south or something. But my key is already spent. And were there any rooms upstairs that I failed to solve that I might be able to trade off some resources with? I don't think that there were. Yeah, we've been through all the rooms. So other than possibly obtaining another gun, I don't think there's any other resources I could get. So let's think very carefully. I've got 3 wire cutters. So if I walk this guy down here, he would turn on all the power, which would keep power to here. He'd die on the electricity, so I wouldn't have to worry about him. This would be stuck held down. Power is going to flow through all of this. I could get my tools by chopping these 3 wires, but then I would have also released this. However, in addition to using the 3 wire cutters to get down here, I could then use saw and a water bucket. No, I'm trying to see if there's a way to repower this. I could use 2 saws and cut my way out. Yeah, I can get through at least 1 more room with my resources at hand, but I'm really overspending on all of my resources here. Actually, I could just use 1 saw and 3 wire cutters. Hold on. Let's think this through. 1 saw and 3 wire cutters would get me here. Actually, 1 saw and 1 wire cutter, right? Because then it would remove all the power. That's actually pretty reasonable. 1 saw. Why did I not see this before? 1 wire cutter. And the problem is solved. Okay, we might still be alive. I was just about ready to give up. I remember seeing this before, and so if you stay on the left edge, which I could do, I could grab 2 saws, and these would still be powered up, and things would be okay. Otherwise, when I cross here, he's going to retoggle the power, and I don't have planks. So yeah, I think I'd have to spend 2 saws, but I have 2 saws to spend. Why did you not step on this? What's going on? Why are you not stepping here? Did another door go up? Oh, now you're stepping here. You were caught up in this little area, and now you're not. Got it. Okay, so you're going to just stay standing right there, so I feel safe doing this. Grabbing my tools, and then getting out of here. And we made it down to another floor. We can at least peek in the shop that I'm almost certainly not going to be able to spend money on getting. That is the ammo box, which I think has 3 guns, if I remember correctly, and that's fleeting memory. And yeah, neither of those are super valuable to me right now, so let's go down to floor 5 and hope that we can pull off some kind of miracle, I think. Because we are very low on resources. Okay, this room, I remember this room just being a mess. So let's take a look at the other room instead, see if we can maybe avoid it. Okay, this seems much more doable to me. So I want to power these things, which means I need power coming into both sides of the AND gate. And a water bucket could do this side. And a water bucket could do, I wouldn't do that side. Looks like I need 2 water buckets to connect it over here. So it would cost me 3 water buckets, which I do have. And I don't think there's any other good strategy. So yeah, just make sure I have a way out that doesn't involve me walking through electrified water. Actually, there might be a way to do it with 2. Hold on, let me think about this. Is there any way that I could get this middle strip powered? and still be able to walk out. Okay, I'm going to need this one powered in order to go in here, and I'm going to need this one powered. The thing is, powering this one, if I got it by placing water anywhere over here, I'd have to like recross it on the way out. So I definitely want to power it from the right, and that seems to imply spending at least 2 water buckets. So I think most of that doesn't matter. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to put 1 here, and that's going to power the left side. And then it would be nice to put 1 there, but then I would kill myself. And I think that's true, putting anything anywhere over here. So instead, I will not kill myself by first putting 1 here, and then stepping over here, and then putting 1 here. Great. Let's hope this opens a door. It did. Oh, it's opening a door to a bonus, which means I will have to go back to the room that I don't like. Oh, look at this great bonus. 2 scrap and a poison gas. Oh, the poison gas might be super valuable in that room, too. And also, there's more bonuses in here if I can get through concrete. Okay. Yeah, the poison gas, this is a very complicated room, but the poison gas might be good because I might be able to kill the guards while they're standing on some pressure plates I want to hold down. Yeah, if I kill them at the instant that they're standing on this, these could stay down forever. But the problem is I also need... Yeah, there's a big mess over here, I remember. I currently only have 1 plank. All right, let's witness the guard behavior with all of this. Okay, so they both turn that on as I'm walking across, and let's actually do it like I was walking across. Okay, so they'd be holding those down for me. I would need 1 plank to get across here. And then that's the problem, like they're always opposite one another. And so these never end up getting held down. So I kind of need to kill 1 guard at a time is the issue. And then nothing over here kind of matters. So I don't think poison gas is going to be the solution. I think the solution probably involves using a brick. Let's imagine that I'm in here. And then I get here. And maybe I throw a brick to the south, causing this guy to walk towards me to the north rather than continuing toward this pressure plate. Now he's going to be chasing me 1 step behind. I'll have placed a plank. I think he still might go north to chase me, and so he still might be chasing me. But then this guy would toggle this guy would not have toggled this, and so these pressure plates would all go up. But he'll be right behind me. Yes, that's the problem. I need a way to kill the guard as well, which I could do with a gun. Yes, that's another possibility. Which is I could just kill the south guy with the gun after I open things up with the brick. So that's a brick and a gun, but it would win this room. I feel pretty good about that. So I think let's do that. You guys need to toggle this off, please. Thank you. And now I can turn off safety mode and step safely over here. And now south guy needs to die because his thing is already on, and north guy is the one I want to toggle things. Oh, and I need the plank. That's fine. Okay, so brick, gun, plank, and now I still have safety mode off, and so now I can safely step here. And now I'm going to turn safety mode back on just to make sure I don't screw anything else up. But then I can walk out, and I got 4 resources out of that. Okay, we are somehow still alive. It's a miracle. What do we have here? I want this to be off, which looks quite doable. Great. I want this to be on, which is less doable in order to turn these off. So if I want this on, it implies this would have to be on, implies this would have to be held down. Yeah, I could throw a brick after spending a couple of planks. And that would toggle this, but it doesn't matter because it's just glass here. Yeah, that's reasonable. All right, how close do I have to be to throw the brick? I think I have to be one closer than this, yeah. But I think I can do it from here. Oh crap, I can't. Now we got a big problem. Darn. Or something. Oh, I could water bucket. Does a water bucket destroy a NOT gate? I've forgotten about this. It might. No, I'm not allowed to put it there. Does a wire cutter destroy a NOT gate? No. And I can't cut these wires because they're indestructible wires. And I only have 2 sponges, and I need 3 sponges to get in here. And I don't have a saw, so even if I got a gun upstairs, I wouldn't be able to gun saw my way through this puzzle. And if I retoggle this, does that do anything particularly useful? I don't think so. So I think I'm just stuck. All right. Well, we did at least discover a new item, which is we unlocked the key. But I'm just going to give up and return to the hub. And yeah, let's see where we are. I guess that technically also saves my progress, but I am not going to keep that progress because I think we're stuck. So we unlocked the key, and we do have 2 scrap. So that's something else that we earned today. So there's only 3 things left to unlock. I'm not sure that I'm ever going to succeed as June to get all the way down to the bottom. So I think my current goal is just to get the last 3 things unlocked to see what they are. And then, yeah, I'm not sure if I would continue this game after that until we get another update. But I'm going to say I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon with more Herman Electro. For now, bye-bye.